Hello and welcome to another edition of Gyrene Nation. Hi, I'm Will Hampton along with VP Squared and your head coach, Joe Patterson. It's homecoming week. All the alumni, welcome back. Be safe in your travels. But homecoming at Ave Maria, pretty special, isn't it, Coach?
It's always special. Last several years, just record crowds and just tremendous energy.
A lot going on this week. Of course, alumni games will be happening Saturday morning, but also the Hall of Fame. Our third Hall of Fame class gets in Friday night. It's a great group. I know at least one football player. We have a football player, baseball player, and a softball player. So it's going to be a lot of fun Friday night at the ballroom.
And then, of course, we're also recognizing JP2 award winner, who's a men's tennis player.
Yeah, so it will be a nice night for Ave Maria University. The game, Saturday night at 7 o'clock against Weber. Don't sleep on this team as far as their record. They played, Southeastern just last week, played them tough. They're probably, classic cliche, a better team than their record shows.
Well, not only that, but they really showed out well against Stetson, which is a Division I program. Yeah. They had that game in hand. I thought they definitely had a chance to win it, and they're always competitive. They beat Southeastern last year, and if you remember last year, it came down to a pick six in our favor that won the game for us.
Tell me about your team. I know there's an interesting record going on. You have Josh Jenkins and Brian Stemke now tied at 17 career touchdowns. They're battling back and forth for the record books, aren't they?
Well, to some degree, but of course neither one of those records is built by them alone. So certainly the receptions, those touchdowns coming from the quarterback, coming from the offensive line's protection, and
yep.
Stemke was quick to recognize the offensive line for his accolades, but certainly speaks to a body of work and interesting to watch.
Yeah, you guys are coming off a nice win, but overall, what kind of shape are you guys in? How do you feel going into this one?
Yeah, no, I thought it was a very productive trip. I thought the first quarter and a half we were hitting on just about every cylinder, and then the next quarter and a half, not so much. But we finished strong in that game, and I think that we're primed and ready for this conference run. All
right, let's hear from some of the players as they get ready for Weber.
Every conference game, you go into it 0-0, and you got to win the next one. That's always our thought process. A lot of intensity. It's a little bit of pressure, but nothing our guys can't handle.
We got to come in swinging. We got to come swinging hard and finish. So they're going to be coming, passing the ball, running the ball. They're a good team, so we just got to be ready for anything they come at us with.
Most definitely, it is homecoming, so we have to step it up a little bit. We have to play a good game, win, and then celebrate. But we're not going to get too distracted. We're going to make sure that this homecoming we finish with a win.
End zone. I'm in love with the end zone. That's all I can say. That's one of the things that, like, when I'm in the end zone, it's just it's one of those it's like a sequence of events. I get there, and I'm alone for like half a second, and I turn around, I see all my team, and it's just like we rejoice over something so crazy, so beautiful.
Number 20, he's a great guy. He runs hard, always downhill with it. He makes my job super easy. We just got to make a little hole for him, and he'll run everybody else over. He's like a bowling ball.
You can't catch a pass without the QB. QB can't get the ball off without the center. It all comes full circle, and my O-line has been doing tremendous this year, and I just love them to death.
It's great because it just builds a fluidity within the group. You already know what the guy next to you is going to do, so you don't even have to worry about that. You just got to worry about yourself.
One thing that you got to do is stay focused, obviously. The only thing that really matters is the game for us, but it is motivating. We have a lot of people coming in. Our home games are always packed, but this one in particular is going to be even more. And a lot of friends are coming back, a lot of old friends, so it's exciting. But we got to stay focused.
Tell your mom and dad they're making hamburgers. You can smell them on the field.
Of course.
Say, Mom, Dad, save me some food.
Yeah, Mom, family, please save me some food after the game. Thank you.
So the guys are ready, as always. Look good. They sound good. I love their confidence. They don't lose confidence, do they?
No, you can't. Right? I think that you play the way you believe you can play, and we believe that we can play well.
All right, we're just getting started here on Gyrene Nation. When we come back, we'll hear from men's basketball coach Jamin Copeland, along with a couple of the Gyrene hoopsters that are getting ready for the season, and the always popular Cooper Huskies Plays of the Week when Gyrene Nation continues.
At Ave Maria, more is an invitation and a promise. To live in a community with more finds, more friends, more waves, more smiles. Add to that an array of home designs from 4 renowned builders starting in the 200s. So come live with more connection at the home to more. Ave Maria, a big kind of small town.
I'm Matt Williams. This is my wife, Danae Williams. We're the owners of Oil Well Craft Beer out here at beautiful Ave Maria. Come on out and see us.
Love the plays of the week, but one of those not mentioned in there, the Ave Maria cross country teams did real well in the Sun Conference preview here at home at North Park.
Indeed, I think that it serves a lot of purposes. Obviously, getting a nice supporting crowd out there for the runners, but then this is a preview for the Sun Conference Championship because we're hosting that championship. So a great opportunity for our runners to get out there. Obviously, they train on it, but it's a whole different thing when you're running against somebody.
Yeah, the Sun Conference Championship will be held at North Park on November 4th, and these guys feel like, yeah, sure, this event, this last weekend, was key, a pivotal tune-up for 1 month away.
It's good. I mean, this was a meet we were supposed to win. I mean, Southeastern and SCAD aren't here, which are really like our conference competition. So, I mean, we still got those coming up, but it's a good sign to be doing this for our first 8K.
It's definitely good to get a rep on our home course before conference. We run here in practice and stuff, so we're ready to go for sure.
It will be another great Saturday here at Ave Maria. 11 a.m. Saturday morning, the women's soccer team gets things started. Then, of course, the football game at 7 o'clock. And, Coach, we can't forget, next Monday and Tuesday, a little history will be made here in Ave Maria.
Indeed, golf will be hosting a tournament here in Ave Maria at the National. It will be Coach Krenicki's last official thing as coach as he turns it over to Patrick Sams. He's done a great job as our director of golf and head coach these last couple of years, and I think it's a great way to send him on his way. Is to have a phenomenal home golf tournament.
And that's going to be next Monday and Tuesday at the National. Both days will be at 8:30 in the morning tee time. Next segment, we're going to talk a little men's basketball with Coach Copeland, and it's time for Who Said That? The most valuable player is the one who makes the most players valuable. We'll have that plus Ave Answers next.
My favorite home-cooked meal is chicken parmesan.
Chicken liver. It's my favorite home-cooked meal.
In Cuba, we got this thing called the Chinese box, fire roast a whole pig, rice and beans.
Chicken pot pie.
Favorite home-cooked meal is arroz con pollo.
Favorite home-cooked meal is arepas.
Favorite home-cooked meal, meatloaf.
Are you ready for this? Homemade mac and cheese. The best.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say my grandmother's mac and cheese.
I love my grandma's lasagna.
These are Big Mac kind of.
Everything my wife cooks. Everything my wife cooks.
I like T-bone steak, baked potato, green beans, and an apple pie.
Definitely homemade mac and cheese.
Collarines and boudin.
Lasagna.
My mom's enchilada. Goes crazy.
Favorite home-cooked meal, white rice, black beans, and Brazilian-style chicken.
Bacon cheddar jalapeno hamburgers. Dad, please make them.
Probably have to say my dad's brisket and ribs.
I would have to say my dad's crawfish boil.
Yeah.
Man is a master.
My mom's jambalaya. My mom's jambalaya.
I'd say my mom's buffalo chicken sandwiches. Those are nasty.
My mom and dad's Dominican rice, beans, and meat.
My mom's ravioli lasagna.
Chicken, rice, and broccoli, anabolic.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Mac and cheese.
Favorite home cooked meal? Shout out my dudes. Pork chop, rice, and vegetables. I love you.
Say steak and mashed potatoes.
I'll go with him, steak and mashed potatoes. What's the question?
Favorite home cooked meal?
Oxtails, yellow rice, and cabbage.
Shrimp Alfredo, Cajun.
I'm about to go chicken parm. Good chicken parm, for sure.
Mid.
Pork chop, rice, and gravy.
No jambalaya for you?
Nah, not a huge fan.
I would go with just steak and rice straight up. It's amazing.
You got one?
Yeah. My favorite homemade meal is pasta and meatballs.
Ave rides came from the need that Ave Maria is lacking, transportation in and out. I know that it's a big need that needs to be filled, and I decided to take that in my own hands. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Saban Hunt, founder and CEO of Ave Rides. If you want to come see the Gyrene play on this beautiful field, if you need a ride from the airport or to the airport, I'm your man. Give me a call at 703-307-7781. Ave Maria, let's ride.
Up tempo, full throttle, 94 feet all night, every game.
1 through 5 is all going to be able to handle the ball, all going to be able to sprint the floor.
I love it. I mean, more possessions, more points, and it's super freeing. Us as players can just kind of go and create offense, and I think that's what really feeds into our skills and strengths.
Another thing this edition of Ave basketball offers, shooters.
We share the ball, we shoot the ball spectacular. There's not one guy on the team who I can say can't shoot.
We really emphasize skill and recruiting, and we recruit a lot of skill. A lot of guys can shoot it, a lot of versatile guys. The one kind of chink in our armor, we don't have a true 5-man, but we're extremely versatile. Got a lot of guys that can dribble, pass, and shoot, and a lot of guys that play multiple positions.
Last year's 500 season was disappointing, yes, especially after 4 straight 20-win seasons. But this is a new team motivated to return to the conference chase.
It was a positive for us in a lot of ways. You know, like you get humbled and there's humility, and you are going to face adversity, and how are you going to handle it? You're going to pick yourself up off the mat, or are you just going to lay there and kind of, you know, and feel sorry for yourself? Father, Son, Holy Spirit, dear God, thank you for the day, the blessings you've given us. Give us wisdom and discernment to know your will and the courage to do it. Help us have an injury-free practice and glorify you through our effort. We love you, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Family.
Sideline.
It's a culture that withstands tough times, focusing on faith and the brotherhood of believers.
Well, Coach always says, I think it's bigger than basketball. So when you don't have great days on the court or things aren't going the way you really want them to be, you rely on something else, and I think faith is a big thing for us because it's not going to always be easy, but I think when you have faith and you have a relationship with the Lord, it kind of makes those off days not as hard. And then you're playing for something. You're playing for something bigger and something for other people as well.
We're very grounded. You know, a lot of the guys, we go to Mass all the time, and then 2 new guys, they're not Catholic, but they ended up going to Mass on Sunday, and they said they really liked it. So I think that faith will translate on the court, you know, because it'll just bring us closer together and help us, you know, want to be better guys, so help us on the court. I think it could help us win. It could be could be a good thing.
That's part of the fabric of our culture and our program, and and we love it. I think it gives our guys a greater sense of purpose. You know, like we are more than just basketball players. Like we're going to try to do this excellent. We're going to try to be excellent students as well, excellent people. But at the end of the day, number one, we got to be excellent Christians and do the Lord's will and seek to do His will in our lives.
The season opens October 27th.
We're super ready. We've been locked in since the first day we got here, so we can't wait. We're so ready and just itching for the moment to get on the court and play some games.
Praised be Jesus.
There are almost 200 Catholic colleges across the U.S., but few are as dear to Our Lady's heart as Ave Maria University. And so it gives us great joy to announce that St. Joseph Partners is teaming up with Ave's athletic department in a program that will directly benefit Ave's student athletes. St. Joseph's is a Christian company focused on gold and silver and helping believers protect their wealth. Our team of specialists are based in Ave with great relations in the university. So reach out to us, experience why we have been ranked by an independent source as one of the best gold and silver dealers in the country, and say goodbye to those sleepless nights. God bless, and God bless America.
Hey, this is Gyrene Lozano, owner of Lozano's Mexican restaurant in Ave Maria. We want to welcome you guys coming to Lozano's, the best authentic Mexican food, Tex-Mex style, and we have the best drinks and margaritas in town.
Back on Gyrene Nation with Who Said That? The most valuable player is the one who makes the most players valuable. Peyton Manning, former Colts and Denver Bronco quarterback. He said that.
Big fan of the Manning cast.
Yeah, sure am. Hey, and we've moved a little bit here. Look behind us. You see the one thing that the alumni will see that's different? The new locker room, complete in camo. Looks good, doesn't it?
Oh, and obviously very much appreciated by the athletes. It's been a while since we've had air conditioning and indoor plumbing in the same spot, so fantastic. Thank you to Mr. Monahan and his leadership on this.
Yeah, so another reason to get here early, just to see some of the new things happening here on campus. Okay, time now as we look at the Weber game Saturday at 7 o'clock, Coach, the keys to victory.
Well, I know you're going to ask the question, and I'm not going to get very explicit because this will air before the game, of course. But I think that the recipe is very, very similar, and it's going to be. But I think that really doubling down on the physicality, right, and the discipline, right? If we can combine those two, physicality and discipline, I think we're going to be tough to deal with.
Yeah, and I think our crowd will be tough to deal with as well. It is going to be a party. I'm going for 3,000. Be the biggest crowd in football history here at Ave. I say let's go for it, don't you?
Why not?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's make it happen this Saturday night. Get here early. We're going to salute the Hall of Famers and all kinds of things this weekend at the game. Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching Gyrene Nation.